Hello and welcome to the show. I am here today playing Horizon Chase Turbo, a really rather fantastic looking game that is kind of styled on the old arcade races but with sort of modern-ish features. It's a really interesting combination of stuff, and I've played a little bit of this so far and really quite like it. So I'm just going to jump into the world tour as I've been going through. I'm going to move to Chile for the next round. So it's all, you know, lovely cartoony arcadey style graphics, but it is all this, you know, massively bright colours, and yeah, it looks, I mean, I think I'm recording this at 1080. I've been playing around with this in 4K. It looks incredible. The cars are fantastic. They're all kind of replicas of various real-life vehicles. Now, I've only got a few unlocked. I mean, there's a Charger for you, for example, an NSX, there's a Mercedes, a Lancia, a Bear. There's quite a lot of them to get through and unlock and whatnot. Get first place. Okay, so there's not just get various number of points you've got to win. But yeah, there's all sorts of different ways to win it. You get the mini if you win all the Chinese races, apparently. That looks fun. But yeah. There's plenty of cars. Is that a DeLorean? Yes, there is a DeLorean. Of course there is. I'm going to go with the Viper, because that seems like as good an idea as any. And here we are. So, yeah, again, looks incredible. Now, it drives like one of the kind of the old school, like the road is moving underneath your car sort of a thing. It's a little bit strange to get back used to. I mean, I've not played a game like this for a very long time until this. It does take a little bit of getting used to. It's a little bit surreal when you're used to even sort of modern arcade races being very different. However, it does actually do a pretty good job of, well, let's say of working. You figure it out pretty damn quickly, despite it being very peculiar. You have these little coins to try and pick up along the way. If you get all of them in a race, you get a special kind of bonus. You've actually got to worry a little bit about fuel. You can see that on the kind of the top right. Over the course of a race, you've got to make sure you pick up enough kind of the fuel power-ups to keep going. And as far as I can tell, there's no real difference in, I've not turned in soon enough to get those tokens, in grip between the dirt and the tarmac. You're good to just kind of just run wherever. You're going to try and be sneaky. I've got a nitro to try and deal with you. Now, the corners are mostly flat out. It's kind of all about getting your turning points correct. Damn, I can get across for the, what's-it-called? Yeah, it's all about getting your turning points correct with this. You're kind of turning quite soon. And this particular vehicle that I'm driving here has got a relatively high handling stat. I imagine as you perhaps get to some of the really fast vehicles, you are going to have to actually worry about brakes as well. Yes, there is a brake trigger that you have to... Oh, hello. Certainly, you know, when it comes to overtaking cars, you've got to position yourself correctly around the corners. Actual normal driving through them is again, what I've come across so far with the vehicles that I have has been mostly about making sure you've turned in soon enough for the corner. We'll pick up some more fuel. Actually, again, these early ones are fairly kind with fuel, I have no doubt. As it's going to get further down the line, as the things are going to get tougher, you're going to have to be a lot more careful with stuff like that. The races seem to be around and about the couple of minute mark, certainly for these first few. So yeah, if you mess up, it's not too bad. You can, you know, restart, go again. We've got some, you know, some more points, and yeah, there we go. It's 840 points for unlocking cars and unlocking events. And then we move on to the next course. You'll notice it did say about upgrades. Kind of upgrades. There will be a special race in each of these World Tour events, and if you win said special race, you can choose an upgrade. It'll upgrade every car you have with a couple of stats. You'll often get a choice of speed or handling or nitro or a combination of various bits and pieces, and yeah, it'll apply to all of the cars. So, hello. There's differences. Oh, that's me clipping a rock. This race here is not going quite so well according to plan. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to win. Like, if you have a terrible start to a race, you might just about get away with it. Oh, I'm trying to go around the outside of a Jaguar. Don't find our way into the signposts, please, car. Oh, no, I've rolled it. It's a Failrace approved game. You can roll over. I was stuck on the outside of the course. Not got my turning points correct for all of this. Fine, let's just hold the turbo. And we're, well, oh, balls that. I've got 4 laps, so I might be able to get those coins later around. We'll go past you. We're back to 8. Actually done better recovery than I thought we were going to. Yeah, this one here, that corner, you can, I think, probably get away with it flat out, but I'm now having to do a little bit of a lift, especially as you're racing, you know, close to these cars, as you're trying to find ways around them and whatnot. So, yeah, while certainly the opening stuff is, you know, a lot of it is going to be very fast, you do still have to be worrying about the old braking. It's not as important as you might expect with these old-style arcade races, but there's still nuances to the handling model, as simple as it might look. It's bloody quick getting whipping around some of these corners. You will come up against lapped traffic in some of these races, as we are about to here. I've got one more shot of nitro, and I'm not going to get all of the coins. Oh, we've kind of bopped our way. No, we bopped our way past. I've got to save. I was saving it for the final stretch. Can we get ourselves to the inside? Go, Viper! No, damn it! That was a good race. That was a good race indeed. I don't know whether I might have been better firing the nitro earlier, rather than try and go for the run towards the line to make a better use of it, if you like. We live and we learn, etc. We are not quite up to getting enough for another car. Sure, we will go here. This was like an interesting course. What do we do? We need 1,300 for the BMW. Sure, let's go and grab the kind of Porsche, kind of Porsche Panamera. This one, kind of a smiley Porsche. Not quite as smiley as the Porsche I seem to remember making on Need for Speed. However, it's quite a smiley car. This one. Yeah, I mean, it's all down to, you know, personal tastes on what car you like. The look up doesn't make a blowing bit of difference. But yeah, you can spot all of the not quite close enough to have to be licensed cars, but you can figure out what they are supposed to be. Vehicles, there's definitely Bumblebee. Oh, up ahead, I've met a signpost. Not such a good start for Smiley. I don't think Smiley Porsche is smiling as much. Oh god, can I sneaky? Yes, we can sneaky up the inside when they're all busy fighting one another. We might have bopped a Jaguar. Oh, okay, it gets a little bit narrow around here. And sneaky up the inside. Many sneakies. Oh god, we'll go back the other way again. Might get a little bit dizzy around, so there's really no straights on this course at all. Might get a little bit dizzy with all of the quick changing of direction when you're going here. Christ, it's mad around this one. I've got to really hug the inside if I want to get all of the coins, all of the pickups. I'm not actually quite sure. I'll imagine there'll be various unlocks tied to finding all of the various bits and pieces. Just bopped a Veyron with a mighty wing out of the way. Oh, Veyron tried to bop us. Now, hug the inside through here, carry a lot of speed, and nope, can't get to the inside that time around because there's a car in the way. Like, when you get the corners flowing, even though I know it's definitely not an on-rails thing, but when you get the corners flowing, even though it is much more simpler handling than you are used to in perhaps a lot of normal games, it's still very rewarding when you get it right. It's kind of just strange. It's a strange thing. It's very difficult to explain. I know it looks potentially simple watching it, but that doesn't really do it justice until you play the game. Yeah, I'm not sure of a better way of explaining it, but it's just fun. It's just fun. Yeah, realism completely throw it out of the window, but sometimes that's what you want from a game. Sometimes, you know, you don't want everything to have to be ultra-realistic. It's nice to have this sort of style game brought back, if you like. Oh, I'm running too much on the inside there. I actually wanted to stay... Oh, I wanted to stay out as far as wide as I could so I could get these, but it doesn't matter if I've got all of those. You need to get all of those and still win the race. So, I was trying to be clever, and clever has failed me, I am afraid. Sorry, Smiley Porsche. Oh, we're catching up towards the Mustang. Come on, around the outside. We'll do another second place. Damn. I don't know how many I need to win, quite what I need to do to get progression. It's not you don't have to win everything to progress. Again, it's tied to these points. I think we've now ticked over 1,000, so we should be good to move on to the next area. Ah, there we go. So we've got the bonus race. Let's just go back. Oh no, we need actually quite a lot. We need 1,700 to get there. Okay, let's go to here. So the bonus race. Ooh, the bonus race looks mean. Yeah, already I can already see the meanness that some of the circuits are going to get. I'm going to go for the handling car. I'm going to go for the handling car here. It's another really bloody cool little circuit, this one. I like the Easter Island heads. That's a fun little addition. Oh, the AI have pinged themselves off into it. Like, the AIs will crash. I've seen the AIs roll each other out of the race. We've got to try and make our way through. Oh, god damn it. If you get stuck in this sort of like the midfield battle early on for too long, you're in a real load of trouble. You really want to try and sneak past as quick as you can. We have got out of there now, but it's how much time. Oh, Angry Heads have rolled me. It's not very often you get to say that in a game and it be actually what's gone on, but Angry Heads have actually rolled my car. Yeah, so this is you're starting to get the idea of the technical circuits that can crop up, and especially if you're trying to get passes done, you want to be changing lane mid corners. Okay, I mean it's telling me to brake. I'm not sure I quite need to brake. Also, I'm using the trigger for brake rather than B. Is B like a hand? No, B is just a normal brake. What if it's like a handbrake if you were doing like big slides around the turns? But nope. It's an arcade game that doesn't rely on you doing constant sliding everywhere to get any sort of speed. I like that. I approve of that. Like, occasionally you get smoke come off the car, but it actually is stuck on the road. Oh, we're going to sneak past the Stratos. I really want the Stratos. Stratos looks great. Yeah, I like my Viper. Of the cars that I've got so far in this, I like the Viper-esque vehicle because it's actually very, very grippy. We're up to third. Unfortunately, this is the final lap, and we have got 2 shots of nitro that we might need to use to try and get up to those leaders. It's that bloody Mustang, and the Mustang and the AI-driven Porsche are very quick. I have used all of my nitro. Thankfully, we have got to the lead, so now let's not do anything stupid. Don't really want to be on the outside there, because I don't want to run a risk of crashing into a head. Oh, it's all going very quickly now. I'm imagining there's going to be much faster cars, but this feels very quick at 140 miles an hour around here, trying to navigate all of these turns. There we go. I can win a race. Like, I can actually win a race, honest. I will take that. We have got a new upgrade. So now we can have improved acceleration and steering, improved acceleration and nitro, improved nitro and steering. I think we will go acceleration and steering. Seems like a good idea to me. Let's do that. So that's now all of my cars will have that improved on it. Perfect, I think. There we go. Yeah, we can't actually, annoyingly, we can't move on there. I'm kind of surprised, that seems like quite a large amount of things that we need to, oh, come back. Oh, no, there we go. Little fiddly sometimes moving around here with an Xbox controller, but there we go. It is, I think you can have up to 4-player split screen, judging by the little icons bouncing around in the bottom. Yeah, I think you can. There's much more championship modes to do in here. I forgot about that. Yeah, you can have, there's plenty of split screen, races and whatnot to do. Again, this is like making a racing game the classic way, if you like. And it's a nice change. Oh, I've actually finally managed to get a boost start. I had no idea. I assumed there was a way of doing it. I had no idea how to. Yeah, this is making a racing game in the classic way, but with new features and certainly with it looking incredibly pretty. Yeah, different art style to a lot of games, not ultra realistic, but I'm fine with that. You know, have fun with it. At the end of the day, damn it, couldn't get all of those coins. We're gonna bop. We're gonna bop an eclipse forward. We're gonna help that out more than. Oh no! God damn it, we're stuck in traffic. I'm not doing a very good job of clearing through this lot. We got to 10th and stopped. Now, can we get? Oh, I'm not really doing a very good job of collecting stuff either. I kind of want to fire the nitro, but I want to fire the nitro when I've got a point where I can actually make up some ground. Not when there's... Oh, it's like, I've got to try to get myself back in. There we go. We're up to 7th. We've made our way through the mayhem, but it might have cost us a little bit too much time. That's the fear. It might have cost me a little bit too much. Now, where were the coins that I missed last time around? Oh, I don't really want to be on the outside. Oh, you're going to... Oh, God damn you, Lancia. Bloody, I just wanted to get to that inside bit there. That would have been fine. Oh, okay, we're around the outside of you. Just keep up some momentum. Don't bump into the signpost, otherwise things go wrong. Try and look as far ahead of you as you can. Spot where there might be some of those things to pick up. Well, I don't even know what position I'm in. I don't really take my eyes off the road long enough to have a look at what position I'm in. I think I'm in 4th. I thought I was roughly around that sort of thing. Let's get that boost on the go. Whoa, okay, that was a little bit mad. It's pulling us up. Again, like, when I was filming this off-camera, we always had all sorts of different cars at the front of the field. At the moment, it seems to be Mustang and Panamera are the only two cars that the game wants to have running at the front. I will take all of those positions away from you. Christ, we're going very quickly again. Well, let's say we're 140 again, but with all of these corners, it's 140 everywhere. I guess 140 everywhere is pretty damn fast, isn't it, at the end of the day? 140 average speed is pretty damn quick. Well, near enough 140 average speed. And there we go, we actually got all of the coins that time. All of the coins. Again, the race distance does seem to be kept around about the 2-minute mark, so it's not too frustrating if you stuff it up and have to have a restart. Nothing worse than a super long race that gets screwed over by a single incident with a tree, shall we say. Which, I mean, this is me we're talking about. Single incidences with trees are quite likely. Oh, do we actually have... I don't know if we have changeable weather. Like, I have been seeing, you know, there's what looks like two options for weather, a snow or sun. I don't know if it gets randomised, and I have no idea if it makes a bit of difference to the way the cars drive. Kind of curious to find out. I hope it snows. I want some snow. It is snow! Okay, so there is definitely some sort of weather. Well, there are weather effects. As I said, I don't think it's going to make much difference to the actual physical driving, but you know, visually wise, I love a good snowy map, so I'm cool with this. Oh, bloody hell, we are... there we are, there's some coins for us to pick up. We're going to bump into a coinseg. No, that's not where I'm supposed to go. Firing the nitro this early on in a race is always scary. The Panamera isn't at the front this time. Oh, could not get across to get those in time, but we've got a few laps, 4 laps I think, to be precise. We're up to 9. Yeah, try and fire the nitro when you get sudden big speed boost as you're trying to figure your way. Oh no, through everywhere. That's I've been slightly stucked. That's actually fired all of the nitro. This race has all gone wrong. And this is what happens when it all goes wrong, when you get stuck in the traffic. I don't think we're going to be able to recover. I'm going to be sneaky and do a retry. Why? Because I'm not going to be able to get much out of that race. I might as well start again, and we will hopefully get through the traffic better. Maybe. It's actually a pretty tough circuit to clear cars. They seem to get stuck up a lot. Well, I thought I was on the inside of that. I was not judged my turning points correctly. We can probably get away with a couple of little bumps and you'll still have the time to get to the front. More than that. Oh no, like that for an example. Oh, I want to sneak. No, I snucked and then I bumped a wall again. God damn it. I mean, this is actually a fairly straightforward looking circuit, and yet this is the one I'm having the most trouble with. Let's go fire a nitro there. So there was an opportunity to run around the outside. We got around the outside of everybody nice and cleanly. That was about a millimetre away from disaster. But we are around the outside nice and cleanly. Bumblebee's gone exploring in the snow. I've stuffed that one up entirely on my own. Damn it. I was getting prepared because I knew I was likely to want to go around the outside of somebody, but again, not judge the turning point correctly, and you're in trouble. Around the outside of the Eclipse, we're on 2 laps to go, we're up to 5th. Is this going to be doable? The leader's a long way away. I know my nitro can pull me forward, but I've only got 1 nitro, and that... Oh! We got out of the way of the classic Mustang only just in time. What are we chasing down now? Don't know. Red sports car, probably supposed to be some sort of Ferrari. I don't know if I hit that snowbank what happens. I'm not too keen on finding out with only a lap to go. And a small possibility of chasing down the leaders. I'm going to fire this nitro earlier. Oh no, I've rolled it, trying to chase down the leaders. No, that was too wide. Damn it, I might have been able to do that. There's a back... I guess... Oh, okay, I thought I was clear. I thought I turned enough to get to the inside of that back marker. Back markers can screw over the leaders. I have seen the back markers get in the way of the leaders and bop them and get them stuck. However... Can't do that one. Oh, it's the worst showing for me on this game so far. God damn it. Too much stuck in traffic. At least it was a 3rd. We got all of the coins and we got some fuel. And we are not quite... God damn it, I just wanted to unlock another car while I was recording. It's disappointing. Ooh, let's go race here. Cold day. That looks very wibbly. Very wibbly and turny. Yeah, well, I said all the cars get upgraded. There are slightly different stats. on them. Shall we go drive this thing? It is the worst handling, by far the worst on fuel. Slightly faster though. So let's give it a try. Let's give it a try. Haven't got snow for us this time, so yeah, there is kind of randomised weather, randomised visual effect, if you like. Let's go sneaky around. Oh, well, we can't sneaky around the outside. Excuse me, Kozak, I would like a position. Oh, we're playing pinball slightly, and past all of you lot we go. Whoa, okay, that's some elevation change right there. Don't get that many places. It's, yeah, careful. Yeah, difficult to see where the hell you're going. Now we've got lots of fast, but I'm hoping YouTube compression isn't going to hate this game. I mean, there's not a lot of, like, grass. There's lots of big blocks of colour, which I hope YouTube compression will be okay with. Gee, this circuit is literally just, it's either turning or you're going up and down. It's mad. It's like the last community race we did on GTA 5. It's literally either we're going up and over the crests or we are going around constant cornering. Okay, there's no jumps for the cars to deal with here, but it's close enough. It's close enough. You don't get mesmerised by the bright flashing colours. That's surprisingly difficult not to get mesmerised by the bright flashing colours. Still got plenty of nitro. We got a little. We kind of bounced around across the snowbanks. Oh, is this the final lap? Bugger! I need to get a wiggle on. Oh, don't crash! Please don't crash. Still the same two running around at the front. Nitro! Go, 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 go! Now, definitely don't balls it all up through here. Okay, I'm liking this car more this time around than I did when I first drove it. Maybe I've just got more used to the game. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know whether that nitro there was a good idea or not, but I've fired it anyway just to get me as far away from everybody as I can. Hey! Yeah, now I've got a little bit more used to the game. I'm okay with the F50-ish car. That's actually the biggest margin of victory that we have had so far. And there'll be some more rewards. We've got the Super Trophy for that one, which is nice. And we will have unlocked the BMW. Fantastic. There we go. Well, I say BMW, the front's a bit different. The back's very much an M3. Yeah, I really like this game. It's a game built in the older arcade style. It is something very different. It might not suit everybody. That's, you know, that's for sure. But it looks great. It controls really very well. It's a very, very fun game to race cars. And even though it's relatively simple, it's very, very good fun. It's a very rewarding way of driving in a weird way, and I don't know if I can ever explain it properly, but it is very, very good at what it does. It is, I imagine, a fantastic sort of fun party game with split screen and so on. It's nice to see that at the end of the day as having options for split screen, because that's something you don't see too much, and there is a lot to do. I mean, I'm only 10% of the way through the World Tour. There's a whole tournament stuff to be going through. There's endurance stuff to be going through later on. So there's a lot of content in here. There's plenty of really fun cars to unlock, and as I said, just look at the game. It is gorgeous, and a nice change of pace. A nice change of pace, certainly if you want something different from a racing game, something a little bit more retro. That, though, is going to be it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.